Hey there, Heather Boyd Wire here, and welcome to day 1 of the 10-day wire gift making challenge. So for day 1 of the challenge, I'm going to keep it pretty simple and we're going to make some little ornament hangers. What you're going to need for this project are some beads. I'm using 18 gauge wire. You can also use 20 gauge wire. You'll need your tools, and then you need a round form to form the spirals. I like to use my ring cone. So to make a simple one, you could just get a 6-inch piece of wire, or even smaller, and then just take the end. You could do it with your round pliers. If you don't have large round pliers, just get a pen, and you're just going to kind of bend it around to make a hook formation. And then to make the spiral, what you're going to do is you can take a cone or you can take a marker, and you can just take the wire, hold it where you want the largest part of the spiral to be, and then just bring it around a few times. And then we're just going to clip the end flush, and at that point you can use your round pliers, and we're just going to bring it in. Now you don't want to close this circle because you would maybe want to slide your ornament on there, and then you're just going to slowly bring it in. You can actually do it by hand as well. Just bring the spiral in like that, and if you have a preferred way to make your spirals, it's totally fine, but this is just a basic ornament hook that you can make. So to do a more fancy hook with a wire and beads, so take your wire, take maybe a little more, about 8 inches, and then same thing, we're just going to bend the end so it can go over the branch or whatever you want to hang it on. And then if you want to add some beads so they don't slide all over the place, you can actually just take this and do a little circle around here. So you can do like a little circle, and you can kind of like bend that down if you want it to be kind of more in the center there, and then get whatever beads you want. So if you want to use the fancy beads, I've got some crystal-y beads here, and sometimes it's fun to use like little metal spacers. This one's really cool. This is what you call a raspberry bead. I think I'll put another pearl in between, and then we're going to put this raspberry bead, I guess because it looks like a raspberry. And then if you want a symmetrical pattern, just go back and put the same beads in there. So the pearl, the spacer bead, the crystal, and there you go. So that looks really pretty. It looks like an icicle. And then so the beads don't fly all over the place, same thing. You can actually just like hold this, bend it on a bit of an angle, take your round pliers, bring it around, and make sure the beads are snugly in place, and then bend that up. And then from that point, that's a lot of beads. You don't have to put that many beads in there, but from that point you can go ahead and form your spiral again. So we're going to just bring this around here and around, and the spiral doesn't have to be very big either. You know, there's really no right and wrong for doing this, but so do whatever, you know, use as much wire as you have left. If you've only cut it a certain length, I wouldn't worry too much about it. We'll get our larger round pliers, bring it in a little bit, just bring them a bit, keep the spiral open if you want to hang the ornament on there. And we're just going to bring this in. I mean, this is so pretty, it could just be an ornament in itself. So we're just going to bring it in there, or sometimes you can maybe even just put like a little frame picture of someone on there. That would be super cute too. So just play around with it. This one here too, if you want it more centered, we're just going to bring that back and give it a little jog so it's more like kind of centered like that. And there you have a more fancy ornament holder. So we'll do another one with beads, and we're going to just use the pen as well just to do the hook part. If your wire isn't cut straight, just go ahead and cut it straight. Bring this around here, and it's going to be like sort of the round part. If you want it like more rounded and you want to get rid of that straight end, just cut it again. That's totally fine. And then what you want to do here is just bring it around, and then instead of making that loopy thing, we can just take our flat pliers and bend it on a right angle, and then that will prevent the beads from coming off. The only key to that is you want to make sure you put a bead with a small enough hole that it's not going to go around the corner. So we're just going to put our bead on there and see it's not going anywhere. So that's perfect. So we've got to put a green one on there, and then I'll put a pearl, and then I will put a gold spacer bead, and then my favorite, miracle beads. So there's a red miracle bead, and then our spacer bead, again another pearl, and then another teeny tiny miracle bead. That's the 4mm. So there's our lovely little pattern. And then from there, because you don't want these to slide anywhere, just bend this at a right angle. So then that's not going anywhere. And again, you can make a spiral or whatever shape you want to put at the bottom. So we're just going to hold it around the ring cone and bring it up like that. Now if you don't have a ring cone, just use a marker or something like that, that's fine. And now we're going to bend the end in, and I'm going to trim it a little bit and cut it flush, so that's good. And then we'll just get our larger round pliers and bring this around. So we're just going to bring this, easier to hold it this way, bring this around. But don't close it because you'll want to slide the ornament on there. So just start it out like that, and then just slowly bring it in like that to make your cute little ornament holder. So to show you a super quick ornament to hang on your ornament holder, I'm going to take about a 12-inch piece of the 18 gauge wire, and I'm just going to do one of my favorite designs. So we're just going to bring this one up here. Some of you probably already know what this design is. So we just do a little loop at the bottom, and then we're going to bend this around like this. Let me know in the comments if you know already what it is. And we're going to take this one, flip it upside down, take this and do a little spiral thing here too. So we're going to bring it around like that. Okay, and then we want to form this little loop here at the bottom. And then you could probably tell what it's going to be. We're just going to flatten out this spiral a little bit. Okay, just flatten it out. You can make the spiral bigger if you want. It's totally up to you. We're just going to bend that around. And then we do our magic trick. So we just take that one and we push it in, and it's a treble clef. So now we're just going to flip it, hold that in place, bring it around here, clip that like that, and hook it in there, close that up so it doesn't come out, and there you have your super cute little treble clef. Then you can take your ornament hanger, and what you're going to do is just hold the hanger, put the loop on the end, and then just bring it around and around, and there you have your treble clef on the ornament hanger. So here's all the finished products. We have the treble clef on this ornament hanger. Then we have the silver one with the raspberry bead, or you can make some very plain ones. So you can check out all the details for the challenge in the description below. If the challenge is already over, no problem. You can still check out the creations in the Facebook event page or on Discord. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for lots more DIY wire art and jewelry making videos. Hit the notification bell to be notified when I go live and when I post new videos. And if you'd like to share pictures of your wire art creations, be sure to join the Wire Art and Jewelry Makers Club on Facebook. And if you'd like to check out our work on Etsy, my husband and I specialize in custom wedding cake toppers and funky jewelry. I'll put the link below. And also I have a mailing list, so if you'd like to join the mailing list, I'll send you my Wire Art Essentials ebook. So thanks again for watching the video. Thanks to everybody who's participating in the challenge, and we'll see you the next time.